Hi, I'm Jess with Ensemble, and I know that you just got your halo, and we need to go over a few things while you're unboxing. So your halo took a long time to get to you. It's been through shipping, it's probably passed through a few states, maybe it's gone over the ocean, so let's take time to fluff it up a little bit. So first thing you want to do is brush your halo out with that detangler brush that came in your package. This is safe to use on your halo, and it won't brush out the curls that you just did. Next, if it looks a little wonky, you might want to touch up some curls. I would take the time to do it before you put it on your hair, just because that's how it was meant to be worn the first time. And we do have a video going over unboxing and touching up your halo and getting it ready to be put on. So if you want to check that out, it's below. The next thing you want to do is touch up your hair. You don't want to do unstyled hair your first time, just because it was meant to be put on with styled hair. So if your hair is straight at the moment, pop in just a few curls with a loose bend. Even less curl than I have is fine. If your hair is straight, you can straighten the halo. We don't recommend using a flat iron at all. Actually, you want to use a spray bottle and just mist it down with water and then blow dry it with a flat brush. The reason we do that, number one, it's safer heat-wise on the halo, but second of all, the natural state of the hair is wavy. So if we just use heat styling to keep it straight and smooth, as soon as humidity hits it or over time, it's just gonna frizz and tangle. So to avoid that and help a lot with it, we recommend blow drying it straight with the flat brush first. And this is something that we carry in our Ensemble store. If you haven't seen it, this is our flat brush. So if it needs to be straightened out, you can do that. If you wanted it straight, I'm sure we already talked about it, and that's how it came. But just so you know, you can do both depending on how you wear your hair. If you need more tips on restyling the halo, like blow drying it and restyling it, we do have videos on that below, so check those out. But first things first, let's try this thing on. So, rule of thumb, start about 2 fingers behind your hairline. You're gonna scoop back. The cleaner the parting you can do, the better. And you're gonna take a clip and clip it completely out of the way. When I say a clean parting, that means that when you clip it out of the way, you can see that part line really well. Then, grab the halo with your pinkies in the wire, your thumb on the weft, bring it behind, and place it on that parting. When you first place it, if it is sitting too low on the back of your head, meaning way below the bend, then just take it off and you can tighten that wire. So here's those notches. All we have to do, actually I'm gonna tighten this one, is we're gonna move it up 1 notch. You can always make it tighter. That's why I recommend starting with it on the loosest notch, just because we can always tighten it. Then try again, place it, don't push it down. That's very tempting for most people, but when you push it down, it's gonna feel secure, but it won't feel comfortable later on in the day. We want it to just sit, and trust me, it'll stay really secure. For more tips on how to do placement, I have an amazing video where I went through every possible scenario I could think of with tips on how to wear your halo. So check that video out, it's linked below. Okay, now we're gonna pull our clip out. In your box was a comb. So it should be sitting right next to your extra wire. It looks like this. And then you're gonna comb the wire, or your hair, from out and around the wire like this. So you can be pretty rough. I like to comb forward and not necessarily to the side, because sometimes you can catch your wire when you're doing that. Same thing, comb over and go over like this. Now the reason why you might wanna do that more thoroughly, especially if you're a brunette. If you have dark hair, that wire is clear, but if there's little hairs tucked up under it, then you're gonna see it. So don't get obsessed with it, because you could probably do it all day long. But just comb your hair from out and around the wire. Okay, already feeling better about myself. Starting this video without a halo on, that's not me. So again, if that was hard for you or you need more help, check out that video below with all the placement tips, troubleshooting. It really is helpful. If you still need more help past that, then you can email or message me a video of you putting it on, or photos, and we can help from there. So I still have my halo in, but one thing to keep it feeling nice and its best is to put oil on it every 2 to 3 wears. So I'm gonna show you how I do that. You can do it with it on your head or on your hanger. But we're gonna take the oil, we're not gonna use much, just a couple drops. Rub it in our hands first, and then go mid-strand to end on the halo. This is gonna keep it soft and hydrated, because your hair or your scalp produces oils, but that's just for your natural hair. It doesn't get on the extensions, and so it can't replenish and feel hydrated. So, you know, in your hair, like, it gets oily. Why would I put more oil on my hair? Your extensions aren't like that. So they need the hydration, which is why we include it. It keeps it soft, helps it with tangling, feels good on your hands. The other maintenance you'll need to worry about is about every 6 to 12 weeks you'll want to wash your halo. We have a separate video on how to do that and what products we recommend. The biggest things that I say absolutely not to is nothing that is meant for repair or has volumizing properties to it. As long as it's hydrating or meant for extensions, that's what we want to go for. We do have products in our shop that you can look at, but those are the two most important things if you're deciding if what you have at home will work for the halo. But remember, every 6 to 12 weeks, you're not gonna wash this as much as your hair. I know it can be an adjustment and you're like, oh, are you sure? Yeah, you're gonna be taking it off at night. You're not gonna be wearing it all the time. So because we can store it on a hanger, it's not gonna need to be washed very often. It also will hold that style for a long time. You won't need to touch it up very often. So when you are styling or when you're storing your halo, how we do that is we included the hanger. First, take it off. You're gonna brush it out again. Then you got this beautiful little hanger in your package, so it looks cute in your closet because that's important. And then you clip it on the weft. Don't clip it on the wire, just on the weft, and then hang it in your closet. This will keep it nicely styled, so it won't mess up what you did. It's ready to go the next time you want to wear it. If you want to apply oil now or the next time, this is when you can do that. Also, if you're traveling, another tip is you can include this in your suitcase. Sometimes I'll just drape it over my clothes. It's the last thing that I put in there. Another thing you can do for travel is I'll fold it in thirds like this, and then I'll put like a loose scrunchie or a ribbon over it and inside a satin pillowcase. That just helps it not get frizzy while you're traveling, keeps it nice and safe. It's not too elaborate. How we recommend traveling with it. Another question I get all the time, surprisingly, is will this go off in the metal detectors? No, there's no metals on it. This hook right here is actually made of a polymer, so nothing will go off in the airport. So wear this in the airport, you're totally fine. So a few questions that we get all the time I thought I'd answer here. Number one, if I change my hair color, can I change the halo hair color? Yes and no, it kind of depends on what you need done. So we can always darken the halo, add more dimension, meaning low lights, and we can tone it, but I do not recommend bleaching it. It's already pre-treated hair, and if we bleach it, it's gonna compromise the quality to where you wouldn't be able to wear it for very long. So in those cases, it's not worth it. But if you've tweaked your hairstyle along the way, reach out to me. As long as the halo is still in good condition and can handle a color service, then we absolutely could do that. Another question is, can I wear my halo up? Yes. If you want to wear it in a high ponytail, no. That's why we have the ponytail piece. But if you want to wear it in a low to mid ponytail, yes. So the rule of thumb is that you can only pull it up to where that weft is. So if you want to tighten the wire just so you can make it sit a little bit higher up on your head, do that. And then you just use a hair tie, just like you would on your own hair. I like the bobbles. They're like a coil hair tie. They're really strong and they don't it doesn't feel heavy at all. But that's what you do. You just pull your hair up like this. So you can pull it up in a low to mid ponytail. I just don't think that's super cute. But you know, when you're out and about, it gets super windy out of nowhere and you're like, I need to get my hair out of the way. I'm at the beach, wherever. That's what you can do. You can also twist it to the side because there's no clips on it or anything. If you wanted to do a side style, you want to do a cute side bun with a hat. We have videos of cute ideas. So lots of flexibility there. You can also do, I've done French braids, I've done regular braids, a half up style, no problem. So you can definitely do lots of fun things with your halo. And if you need inspiration, go to our Instagram. We have lots of styling videos with cute tutorials and things that we've done. A few things not to do with your halo. Number one, only wear mineral sunscreen with your hair extensions. So I'm sure you've seen this all over the internet, but if you don't use mineral sunscreen, it will turn your extensions pink or orange. That is not a joke. Take it seriously, grab the mineral sunscreen, or just make sure your halo is at least not gonna be touching your body whatsoever if you're, at the beach or something. Number two was when we were talking about washing and blow drying your hair or your halo. You don't want to use any products, again, that we don't want repair qualities, no volumizing qualities, no Olaplex, no K18. I specify those two because you would think that they would be great for all hair, not hair extensions. The hair has been treated specifically with keratin, and those types of products will break down that coating very quickly and compromise the quality of the hair. So I do not recommend, and if you're on the fence about which ones to use, watch our videos below because we have given some examples, or reach out to us and we'll give you our recommendation. And the last tip, which is my favorite, if you're ready to add to your collection, Keep in mind that we can alter the color. I personally have 4 halos and they're all tweaked a little differently. One has a darker root, one has a balayage, one has more dimension. As long as we're in the same color family, you have lots of options. So if you're ready for that, just reach back out to the number that I was messaging you from, or if you're international and we were emailing, reach out through that same email. I keep all of your communication together with your purchase history, your photos, even if it's been years. So just reach back out, say, hey, it's that time again, I want to add to my collection, and we'll go through. It'll shorten the process so we don't have to start from the beginning, but we'll go through what you're wanting with this new piece and get you reordered. Okay, I hope these tips helped. We have lots of videos below. We wanted it all in one place to keep it simple, but if these don't answer your questions, please just reach out to me the same way that we made the sale in the first place, and I'd be happy to help you out.